Eagles, and welcome to Worship Chapel. I'm Kelsey Barrett.
And I'm Andrew Gullickson. A lot of students are talking about the freeze that swept the campus.
Karina Triller got the news on what that actually means for students.
It's a campus-wide freeze, but not in the way you might think.
How we can make Northwestern more affordable for the students and the families.
Over the past 7 years, 75% of American universities have experienced an enrollment drop. President Curitin said that they've responded to this in a way that no other university in America has, by freezing next year's tuition.
This is so different than what most colleges and universities in this country do, because they raise tuition.
This plan to freeze tuition came about earlier this year as a response to student and parent concerns of cost.
It's not about freezing tuition. The goal was about affordability.
The cabinet proposed the idea to the Board of Trustees, where they spent 3 hours deliberating over the decision.
We ended up praying over it at the end of our discussion time just to make sure we had God's grace and blessings on it.
And the response has been pretty positive, especially among students.
Woo, tuition freeze!
I mean, I like tuition freeze, obviously. It's nice to not spend more money.
But the deal comes with a negative side effect as well. Because the freeze means less influx of funds to the school, administration is going to be eliminating expenditures and redirecting funds.
Things are going to get really tight, but we believe we can live within our means and live within the resources that we have as stewards of God's funds.
This story is one for the books. We'll have to wait till next year to see how it all unfolds.
This is a real blessing to the students and their families.
Reporting from the President's office, I'm Karina Triller, Eagle 7 News.
A lot goes into putting on a Northwestern play. Kyle Granger got the backstage insight on the show, Is He Dead?
The Northwestern Theater Department will soon be rolling out their newest production, Is He Dead? A comedy by Mark Twain. We asked stagehand Andrew Smith what it's like behind the scenes.
I am a stage technician at Maranatha Hall, and I work with the stage crew and with the event services in the backstage part of Maranatha Hall. It's definitely a process, like you were saying. It takes a lot of different people that are working and get the job done. My contribution to the entire effort is very small. It's kind of a drop in the bucket when you compare it to just the amount of work and time that everybody else has put in. The thing that I think is cool and unique about doing a play is that there's just so many different people working on it, and people that are building the set, and the people that are actually acting in the play, and the people that are designing the costumes, and there's so many different people that are involved in different ways. So you get all these people that are working together that you'd never see, but you're still working together with them, and it's just kind of this this unwritten agreement that you're all working towards the same goal and working hard to get a wonderful performance on day one. I'll be backstage during the whole process, but I'm getting excited to see this whole thing come together. To see the fruits of your work, finally and for the first time in person. I think it's going to be really rewarding and really exciting to see it all happen.
For Eagle 7 News, I'm Kyle Granger.
Next week is the opening of the play, Is He Dead? And tickets are going fast, so go out and get yours today.
For the first time, Northwestern is offering students a free download of Microsoft Office 365. Microsoft Office usually costs about $70 a year, but Northwestern is allowing access in a web browser versus normally installing them onto a local computer. This would include PowerPoint, Word, Excel, and OneNote onto 5 different devices. To access Microsoft Office 365, simply go onto the Rock and click on the IT tab.
This weekend is the annual Icebreaker event for prospective students. High schoolers interested in Northwestern will arrive on campus on Sunday. There will be an ice cream social in the Student Center and a huge dodgeball tournament in the Erickson Center gym. Prospective students will be able to stay in the dorms overnight, get tours from admissions, and sit in classes with current students.
Icebreakers is a chance for new students to come on campus and be around prospective students as well as current students, and it's just a chance for students to just develop relationships with students.
Well, Valentine's Day is just around the corner and love is in the air for most students. Eagle 7's own Joe Sutton went out and got some scoop on what some students are doing for Valentine's Day.
So I'm here at the Billy Graham Center prime century for finding your Valentine. So we're going to go ahead and ask students what they're doing for Valentine's Day right here in the nest of lovers.
We are going to the Camp Outreach getaway up north, so
it's gonna be a blast.
It's gonna be a good time.
Single.
So my mom gave me these 32 Avengers Valentine's Day cards to pass out. So I will be going ham on getting these out to people in our hall. Show my love for my bros.
I'm sitting alone in my room crying and eating chocolate all day.
What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
I don't even know. My girlfriend's actually planning the day for me.
Well, Valentine's Day is actually my birthday, so I'll be killing 2 parties in one.
I finally have a girlfriend over Valentine's Day for the first time, but I have an all-day theater rehearsal, so we'll see how that turns out. Either it'll be great, or she'll hate me for the rest of my life.
Dude, it's done at 4 in the afternoon.
Well, I talked to a lot of people, got some great ideas for Valentine's Day myself. Just kidding. I will be joining the thousands of singles eating ice cream and watching Netflix. But back to you guys.
Well, it looks like a lot of students have fun plans, and it's your birthday?
Yeah, yep, that's right. My birthday is on Valentine's Day, so I will actually be spending the weekend with my family.
Well, that sounds so much fun.
Thank you, yeah.
That's it for this week's news. Be sure to check us out on YouTube and Twitter. I'm Kelsey Barrett.
And I'm Andrew Gullickson. Have a great weekend and stay fly, Eagles. We'll see you next week.